is Scholar Adventure Mystery of the Silence. If you like what you see from the game, there is a link that you can click on there. But as I said, I have played the demo for this. So at least for the demo portion, I do know what I'm doing with that puzzle. So let's give it a go. I'm going to assume I'm not being too loud here, so or the game sounds not too loud because I did turn it down. Okay. But let's go. Far from civilization, surrounded by the open sea, rises an ancient abbey. Once filled with the monks' solemn chants, it now lies wrapped in silence as heavy as stone. Here, behind walls of secrets, begins William's story, a writer chasing the mystery that shrouds this venerable abbey. A solemn night, salt in the air and moonlight on the water. The perfect company to begin my adventure. Just the spark I need for my first great success. That must be my passage. Okay, so, yeah. Inventory in the options menu. Yeah, we know how this works. Okay, so, yeah, we have to pay the boatman. Coin for passage, is it not? The boatman beckons William closer and motions for him to open his mouth. The coin imprints the Abbey's signal upon William's tongue, an unsettling mark. Is this some kind of pact? A strange taste lingers. Mint. Fresh. Sharp and oddly compelling. How much longer, boatman? Huh. A man of few words. Strange, isn't it? A place built for song, now drowned in silence. The irony is almost poetic. I've always believed the best stories hide where we least expect them. And this abbey, veiled in silence, promises exactly that. No need to worry about me, friends. I'm well accustomed to life's turns. For what, after all, would a writer be bereft of adventure? They say the abbot lost his mind overnight. Do you believe such tales? Do you think a place can wield that much power over the mind? Perhaps true silence lies not in the absence of sound, but in the absence of understanding, in the hollow left behind by confusion itself. It would seem our destination draws near. There it stands, the Abbey, imposing without question. There is a solemn weight to its silence, as if even the stones kept a vow. And that monk over there awaits me. Okay. Greetings, good sir. Thank you for receiving me at this hour. I imagine silence carries more weight than words here. A charming monk. It would be rude to keep him waiting. Okay, so we're gonna... Okay. Alright, They don't want me touching anything just yet. Solitude hides great secrets. Okay. I won't touch it yet. Alright, so it just kind of wants me in my room, I think. Simple but quite cozy. So we know we've got the letter. How thoughtful these monks are. They have left me a welcome gift and a peculiar letter. A timely gift, just what I need for my tale. Let us see what the letter says. Welcome, William. If you seek inspiration, come to our Temple of Stories, the Scriptorium. Within its pages, answers await. Yeah, so I know that there's like this piece of wood here. So we will need something to grab that. I should visit the Scriptorium. Okay, so I can grab that now. Fair to behold, I keep it just in case. Okay. Okay, I'm also pretty sure I need that. And the head. So I already know from the demo that the head goes here. Alright. And we want that can of blue paint. Book, apparently full of blank pages, but they turn on their own as if the book itself were breathing. Maybe I can find a way to stop it. It took me ages during the demo to work this bit out, but it's literally that. Should use this piece of silk as a bookmark. There, not moving anymore. Yet it is nothing more than an empty stretch. Though, wait, I could swear there are letters hidden in there. Okay, so... Or perhaps they are not erased, but discreetly hidden. What is this? A message clearly meant for me. So it's blank SA blank. Save us. I've seen this symbol before in my room. It's the clue I need to follow. Yeah, so we should be able to get back into the room. Alright, like the pan of blue paint will go here, but we need a paintbrush to do so. Okay. I need a tool. Yeah, we know the paintbrush is here. I'm also pretty sure I can grab the rope that's here now. And if I remember correctly. Yeah, so I'm gonna end up needing to use that cochineal to make red paint, I think. But, like, I'm not sure. Hey, Ansia, how you doing? I hope you are well. Okay, yes, give me the apple. Yeah. Requiescat in pace. Wonder if they had a visit from Ezio. Okay. So, I know from the demo, Bird gets this. But I don't know what the puzzle is from that point. Because there's clearly more to it, but, you doing well? This game looks cool. It came out today. I checked out the demo the other week. So I'm breezing through these first little bits because I know how. But there will hit a stage where we do undoubtedly get, like, lost. Yeah, so, yeah. Unlike me, write it first, occasional paint a second. So, yeah, but we need red paint for that. Oh. Alright, we need that, and I didn't grab it. Okay. I'm hoping that there we go. Okay. Down we go. It's dark but climbable. Okay, fine. Like, use that. That's why we have it. Okay, there's the head we need. Well, now, someone's head is gone. Alright, pull the lever. There's clearly a gate. So there will be a key at some point. But now we can climb that ladder back up, and that should get us through that. Alright. And this is roughly where the demo finished. With me putting the head on this guy. And then me going through here. Where am I? It feels as if I've been born to an unknown quarter. I cannot tell whether this is welcome or a sentence. An old work titled Melody of Silence. Curious. It is empty or unfinished. On the right-hand page, crimson staves blur and fade. They refuse to hold a single note. Oh, there's something else. Beneath the binding lies a key. Ah, my head's going to burst. No, no. After that, my memories are hazy. It had not occurred to me that this Abbey would need me more than I need it. All I know is I found myself in my quarters, and impossible as it seemed, it was all real. But there they were, the key, and a book of musical scores in my inventory. If I examine the book closely, I can see space for 6 scores. Perhaps once gathered, silence will yield its secret. Okay. So I have a master key. Do you perhaps open this? Ooh. Now I understand. It's definitely an important key. Yeah, I wasn't trying to combine the key, but let's I don't know, stick our fingers in the sacred hole. True sacred minimalism. No doubt this is the most intimate corner of the Abbey. Nothing to do here for now. Okay. So there will be something that we do to the sacred hole at some point. But given it says master key, does this just unlock every door? Oh, that one's bolted shut. What's the worst that can happen playing with a sacred hole? Who knows? Like, it could be leaky. Does the job by the looks of things. Yay! Okay. Oh, and did it break? Oh, no, that was the lock. Okay. So the master key is like the lock. Is like the key that unlocks pretty much every door. In this darkness, every corner looks the same. I could lose my way easily. Okay. But like everything from this point, I haven't seen. Ooh, okay. There's 2 in this one. Alright, so that's the hole I came out of. This is the hole I'm going to enter. Back to square one. I must watch more closely. Okay. Okay, so this is... Okay. So through here. Okay, that must be where I... Okay, so can I go through here? Okay, so that must be where I entered. Yeah, there's a hole there. Is that the only hole? Oh, there's 2 holes. We'll try this hole. Okay. There's too many holes! Okay. This hole. This hole. This hole. Okay. Every time I enter the wrong hole, I'm back at square one. So, we know it was that hole. That hole. This hole. Then it definitely... Okay, let's try this one. Okay. We will enter the right hole eventually. So, in we go. This one. Then that one. Wasn't where I wanted to go. Okay. This one. This one. This one. I'm not sure if there's a logic behind the holes that we're entering. Okay, that one. It must be the very last hole. Okay. We have a hole there. But we also have a lever. At long last, I've found the exit. Yay! Phew, I escaped by the skin of my teeth. Okay, so where's this go? Ooh, okay. We have stains. Red paint, stains. The trail is lost here. Yeah, it was just trying to memorize which holes we'd entered and which ones we still had to enter. But we escaped. We're good. Okay, a thin wire with a note attached. Let me see what is written. To whomever finds these words, that sound makes me feel at home. In my head, that melody from the past still echoes. My madness grows within these walls. You obtained the score, Melody of Silence 5. It may sound strange, but I will keep this wire as though it were gold. Okay. This returns my mind to the Carpathians. Armed with nothing but thin wire, I managed to fend off a massive bear. Wire in the right hands, men's all. Okay. So, we've got some sculptures here. Sculpture is unlike the others. Its hand reaches out, pointing to the distance. What is it trying to say? Okay, so that sculpture's being creepy. Ooh. Another piece of the same story from the scriptorium. The maid, meanwhile, in the castle's hush, whispered to Beatrix her disquiet at the Count's nights, sour with drink and late to bed. Well, this does not look like a happy ending. Okay. Ooh, okay, old cloth. Who would lay a cloth over the painting? I will remove it. With a sure hand, William lifts the cloth and places it safely away. Okay, we have an old cloth. Well, it's a portrait. It could be the former abbot. He bears the ancient symbol on his mitre. Ooh, okay. We've got a yellow paint. Okay. So, paintbrush, yellow. So, I'm going to... Okay, so I wait until I get out of the thing. Okay, so that brought me to the bell tower. So I know where I am though. Alright, so we've got blue paint, we've got yellow paint. Dip that in that. Okay. Okay, I'm guessing, yeah, we're probably going to need some red because those look like devil horns, maybe? Press here, but something's still missing. Okay. I'm pretty sure, because I looked it up because I had no idea what a cochineal was. A cochineal is, like, it's a type of bug that they grind to make red pigment. Apparently, it's not just grinded to make, like, red paint. Like, you find it in, like, the red lollies, and that's what gives, Oh, like, neither would I. But, yeah. Okay. So, we have an old cloth, some wire. Can I combine? Alright. It was worth a try. I wanted to see if I could combine the wire with, like, the old cloth. For a reason or another. Okay. There is another place. So if I go to the orchard. Because that shed's locked. But we have a master key that seems to... I have a master key. What do you mean? Okay, can I maybe shove a... Okay. Ah, damn it. Now I can... aha, damn it. Now I can get through. Okay. That was what the cloth was for. Yeah, that other door was bolted shut in the Abbey, so I couldn't unlock the door. But that key, the master key that I have here, did some other stuff. But in the demo, I couldn't get through this door with this guy. I couldn't talk to this guy because the bird was making a racket. So I worked out in the demo that if I gave the bird a thing, it distracted the bird. But I still couldn't knock on the door because the bird made a racket. Now there's a sheet over the bird. Okay. Legend has it that two friars were walking. One looked at the other in surprise and said, while the other calmly answered, did you grasp the joke? I want to know what the joke is. Like, okay. Okay, we've got a stone mortar. Crimson dye. There we go. Okay, there's my red paint. Alright, what have we got? We have another ancient manuscript. Another piece of the tale. I'm beginning to wonder how it ends. The Count's quiet absences unsettled the rhythm of the castle. Wearied by silence, Beatrix confronted her husband on a bitter winter night. Her voice unsteady, she pressed him to reveal his doings on these many absent nights. Well, this Count is a peculiar fellow. Okay, we've got some empty jugs. Okay. They're obviously needed for something. Anything else I can touch? Okay, I'm going to try talking to these guys. Oh! There's a monk coming. Oops. He just poofed. Interesting. Well, I missed your arrival. I saw you digging outside. What might your name be? I know nothing of you, nor do I need to. My name is William, merely a visitor. I do not need to intrude. Inquisitive come to worse ends here than the sinful here. I see. Then I shall attempt a sin or two. Ooh. Good day. Your clothes tell me you are the Salaman. Sharp lad, are you not? What has drawn you to this desolate corner? I am a writer in search of my first great story, and I have already found more than I expected. Take a jug and pour yourself the finest cider around. I brought myself to an age-old recipe. Go on, lad. Help yourself and tell your tale. Okay. What is in the brew? It's a very complex recipe. Begin by choosing the finest apples, then crush them and leave them to ferment. 20 minutes later. That is about it. Quite impressive and instructive, especially the part involving the eyes. Okay, what are you eating? Before you stands the finest feast this cursed land can offer. Cod omelette, still carrying the scent of the sea you crossed. Steak, bloody and honest like the truth few dare to chew. Aged cheese from distant lands where the sun never sets. Walnuts that crack like bones under the snow. And in that mortar, a few berries I suggest leaving untouched. Okay, how do I serve the brew? Here, where sense and speech are scarce, each syllable matters. What lock is safer than a sealed mouth? I have a word that the foolish call magic, and it makes the cider flow. I get it. A word is a key, and I see you will not hand it over. Okay, so he wants something from me. In order for... Okay, so I have this. Let's use that on the wooden cast. Cannot see any way to open the mechanism. I may need a secret word. Hocus pocus? Alakazam? Ah, you're mean. Okay, so I can come back. I do have this. Oh, there's a barrel room. This is where the devilish brew gains its strength. The atmosphere is foul and my mind feels unsteady. I must rely upon every sense I have. Okay. Oh, do I... That one makes a different noise. Because that one's a dull, more of a dull thud. Can I... But we're not completely without options of things to do. I'm not lost yet. What are you doing out here now? Sir, may I ask you a few questions? What's going on in this abbey? I cannot tell you much. As you may understand, words are scarce around here. This temple was the old abbot's gift to us. Above all, a gift for our ears. One day, everything changed. Our curse arrived. The silence. What is the secret word? I know the word yet you shall not have it so easily. What happens inside is no business of mine, but you ought to tread lightly. Strange things have taken place in this abbey for a long time. Should you see anything strange, tell me at once. Okay. But I have red paint now. I also want to go back in here. Count, obsessed with music, spent hours in study composing melodies that delighted everyone except his wife Beatrice and her maid. Huh. Alright, I have red paint. Colour opens paths towards a future even less certain. The final stroke, and the soul lies complete upon the canvas. Now the painting watches me as if it knows my very self. A strange force draws me in. I am unable to look away. Shapes once motionless now stir and dance. The further I go, the stronger its call, as if it knows me. Okay. Can the ear err as the heart does? I thought I was composing for God. Yet every note led me to her. I heard her sing beneath the apple tree. No vow, no prayer, nothing saved me from her voice. The music was no longer prayer, it became desire. I called it Melody of Silence. Yet it was actually a spell. Each interval was a step towards the forbidden. Each pause was a door open to the abyss. I broke my vow for you. I composed for you. I played for you. And you. And everything vanished from sight. Okay. What was that? The Abbot's madness, born of love? Okay, Coda to the Silence. It can be read, written by hand. Melody of Redemption. This coda is the epilogue of a work that must never be performed. Signed by the Abbot. Okay. Okay, I saw strange things. Sir? Alright. Hey, out of curiosity. Okay, he doesn't want that. That does nothing. Well, okay. But you see my reasoning, don't you, game? Like, okay. So, I can't enter here and I can't enter... Like, there's definitely something special about this particular barrel. Unless there's something to touch that I haven't touched. Okay, it doesn't want... Okay, better not go back in there. There's no reason for me to go back in there. Okay. Can I put... Alright. Okay. Okay, can I unlock the... Hehe. Have I told the bear story yet? Well, technically, it was just a cub. At last I have opened it. With almost reckless daring, William forces the drawer open. Okay, we obtained a music box. Looking closer at the back of the drawer, another secret lies hidden. Melody of Silence 4. Okay. I have a music box. What would I do with said music box? Like, that monk's pointing. Sculptures. All prayers cling to this tower, which may conceal something else within its walls. Painting the sculptures all about an old cloth. Okay. Monks have no doubt draw their water here. Can I fill this up? Okay. Alright, so the music box must have something to do here. Maybe you'd like it? No? Are they all sounding different, or... Because I feel like they all sound slightly different. Huh. You'd think I'd be able to combine something with something. Okay. I can't even, like, interact with the painting anymore. Love old books, Crimson Arts. Well, another struggle's drowning to mount a second base, the knights. Ooh. I cannot hear a thing. There was nothing I can do. I'm like fairly confident that I've touched all of the things. Unless the monks want the music box. I am open to ideas if anyone has any. I really am quite sure that I've... Ooh. No, I wasn't trying to. I'm now wondering if I can put the book on the bookshelf. Fine. Like, there's clearly stuff to do that's gonna lead me to other stuff. Like, I need to work out what this what this word is to drink some cider. I don't know. I'm not sure what the logic is there. But there is also this door, which you'd think would open with this, but it doesn't. I've seen plenty of strange things. Can I have a clue? Yeah, they are all kind of slightly different. I don't know, are they? Bring me something worthy of my time, not mere words. I have plenty of stuff that's like, but you don't want any of it. The hole has to be useful for something. Hi, Bella. Yeah, not too bad. How you doing? Yeah. Yeah, it's clearly a giant tuning fork. I don't know what... it's going good. There's a noise when I stand here. It's probably a red herring, but it's the only thing I've got right now that's... You mean today or in total? Because I think I started in 2018. Or is that just the music box that's making a noise when I... Is that to tell me that there's something there? Oh, bye, Bella. Have a good day. Oh, well, I appreciate that. Yeah, so now I've got that door that's padlocked. There is the door to the, there's also this barred area, but there's a chain in the way. So that makes 3 areas that I cannot get into currently. Maybe I should... Is that... Alright, so it doesn't matter which tombstone I click on? It just says, okay. Oh, there's some tombstones here. Are these different ones? Those stones are clearly graves. Alright, so the only thing I can think of is something to do with, like... No puedo... Okay. I can use it on him. Okay. Should have tried that ages ago. Okay, what is there anything in the barrel? Sec. Music. I can only make out the word music. The rushed handwriting suggests a hasty escape. The symbol is what brought me here. The note and the flagstone bear the same symbol. It resembles the Abbey's tuning fork, though it has 3 prongs. Oh, ancient manuscript. It's another fragment of the tale. The Count, eyes heavy with sorrow, confessed that each night he composed a melody to renew his vows to Beatrix, who brought light to his heart. The Count intended no ill. It is a fair thing to devote something so fine to a beloved. Ooh. Resembles the robes worn by the monks. It has been left behind, though I know not why. It may well prove useful. Okay, can I wear it? Okay. Beautiful views. The whole world feels alive at this height, and yet not a soul says a word. Are we not merely thoughts imprisoned when unheard? What might have happened here? Okay. Though my voice falters here, my work will spark in my stead. I feel madness creeping upon me. These notes have seized my mind. It is a score. Okay, Melody of Silence 1. He's also naked.
You got the sense of that from YouTube? Not because he's naked, but he's naked.
I should tell someone to get him down. This man deserves to rest in peace. Okay, show me this bell. Tower's great bell. It is vast. It must rattle the air. Where is the mechanism that sets it tolling? I'm sure it can be heard from anywhere in the Abbey. The carving is worn, yet the old symbol still shows. A tuning fork lost to the ears. Okay. So yeah, I should probably... So we've got 1, 5, and 4. We also have robes. Ah. He said I should tell them that there's a guy there that's dead. Hi! Well, But they... Okay. Okay, maybe... Okay, they obviously don't want to hear it, but what can I tell the orchard guy that, yeah, there's a dead monk hanging in the tower? Sir? There's a corpse in the tower. Once again, this damn curse hanging over us. How did you manage to get there? I have my ways. Have I mentioned my trip to the Carpathians? Shut up. Not the time for tales. I must go. I must warn you. Mind what you do around here. I have buried more than one fool here. Where did he go? He's in here. Do you want this? I have clothes, and there's a naked guy hanging out in the tower. That was a little dark. I apologize. Ah, there he goes. Okay. Hello again. Tell me, do you happen to know the secret? Sir, please focus, for the matter is grave. It so happens that I handle these kinds of troubles. But could you at least give me a clue to the word? Shh. Yes, later. First, pay attention. I need to grab this rope and cut it. I see. Perhaps a ladder would help. No, that would be far too sensible. Trust me, I have a great idea. I am off. Wait! No time to lose. Okay. We're just gonna run at him with a giant pair of scissors. Okay. I'm actually wondering whether for the most part I might be better off kind of here. I don't know. I don't think there's a great spot for me regardless. So, but yeah, we're gonna run at him with a great big pile of scissors. Now cut! Two sturdy donkeys pull harder than a hungry monk ever could. Indeed. As you may recall, we had a deal. I help you and you help me. Do you know the secret word? Of course I do. My drunken brother whispers it every night before he stumbles into bed. Yet your task here is far from finished. I need you to carry the bundle. Pardon me? Did you not hear me? What am I to do? Throw it over my shoulder? You will manage. I shall await you where I waited last. Okay. William, with surprising ease, carries the body away. So, okay. Okay. Okay, so we're carrying this dead body, and I think we're going into the hole. Am I chucking it in the hole? Alright. Now that we're done running with a giant pair of scissors. There. Where's the bell's clapper? Bell fell silent before my arrival. All we know is the old abbot have it taken away. Rumor has it its madness changed him completely. Take this word of advice. You're getting close to something dangerous. Stay away from that path unless you are seeking trouble. Okay. Okay. So, I have this body. Here you go. Here's your corpse, sir. Marvelous. Sir. We had a deal. I need the word. Would rather not give it to you, but I am a man of my word. You are already familiar with this pagan hole. They feast and drink, yet no. I'm certain they have brought this curse upon us. I am not one of those wretches. Wouldn't have guessed. Shut up. What's your question again? Ah, yes. Write it down as Okay. He wrote it down, so that's fine. I don't have to. Okay. I know the word. So now that I know the word, can I do this thing? Yeah, I think it was this. And I have this. Can I sit with you guys now? Oh. Can I grab more? Okay, I just kind of keep him get... Maybe I just keep giving him drinks. You look just like a coon in a mine. Keep getting him drunk and he might give me a key to the thing. Because that looks like a key on the thing, maybe? Several minutes later. Hehe, can I have that now? Sleeps deep in Morpheus's embrace and will not wake soon. He dropped something. It seems to be a key. Remember, friend, a tipple blunts the wilts. This puzzle being the exception, it seems. With uncanny skill, William seizes the key. Puzzle sponsored by the Brotherhood of Teetotalers. Okay. So I have a key, and I'm betting it's for this door. Opened. Ooh, what do we got here? There's another manuscript under here, another fragment of the tale. Beatrix's eyes filled with tears as she embraced her husband, feeling the weight of her mistrust vanish. The maid, watching quietly, understood at last what had stirred the Count's heart. Love prevails in the end. Okay, painting. Portrait of the twins, Graver and Garter. Another tool for the silent crusade. Ooh. Toolbox worn by the years. Okay. But not the piece this puzzle demands. I have a crowbar. Ooh. Something lay concealed behind the portrait of the twins. An old worn sheet like a whisper from the past. Okay. Melody of Silence 2. Okay, so we've got 1, 2. I think we're just missing like 3 maybe? Okay. I'm wondering if I can use this crowbar to open this door. Okay. Unless... maybe I use the crowbar to open that barrel. The barrel, the funky sounding barrel. Can I, like, rip it open with a crowbar? Alright, it's this one that sounds different. No doubt, this is the very one I sought. What do we got? His keen ear guiding him, William opens the cast to discover something unexpected and unpleasant. It's gonna be another dead body, isn't it? That's the bell thingy. The bell clapper and the music score. Chance or some darker force placed this before me. It turns out to be another score, leading me further in my investigation. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tongues. What I have seen defies reason. My eyes betray me. 1, 2, 3. They are tongues. Human tongues torn from the monks. That's why they're silent. Their silence is no prayer. It is punishment. Their voices were taken. Forever. My own tongue bears the same mark. Is this fate meant for me? No, I shall not accept such an end. Can I have the bell clapper? Well, what do we have here? It is the bell's missing clapper. What sane soul would hide such a thing in this place? Okay, we have the clapper. So now we go back up all the way in the bell tower and I put the clapper in the bell tower thingy. I wish there was like a faster way to run. Okay, go. Because I know in some point and click games, if I double click an area, they run there, as opposed to walking. I'll give him this though, his walking isn't necessarily slow. Okay, I have a bell clapper. It's rather heavy. Ready. If I pull here, the bell will thunder. Nothing bad can happen. You say that. Joy shall return to this place. So I believed. Yet it was not so. When I pulled that cursed rope, the sky turned crimson. Okay. I did bad things. The monks are gone. They're not out here anymore. Okay, that's still bolted shut. Okay, the monks are gone from here too. Where are the monks? I just realized this said it was a latrine and it's a sacred hole. It's the sacred shithole. It appears to be open. If I am to enter, I must move quietly. Okay, so... Well, how do I move quietly? Like, I have a habit, but what do I do with it? Okay. I had to go to the sacred shithole to put on the habit. Okay. Now we are a monk. We are a fake monk. We are in disguise. We can go through. This path leads to the crypt, but those monks seem to be guarding the entrance. He shall not step aside. He holds out his hand. If my judgment isn't right, a hidden code is needed. Okay, we just had to play rock, paper, scissors with them. Okay. His arms are out. Let's try paper with this guy. You want scissors? Yay, okay. Silence. Is no longer purity but desire unrestrained. Let souls speak where mouths fell silence. The bell has tolled and the echo of the forbidden awakes with it. This is no mass of penitence, but of rebirth. Celebrate the bond that bears no name, the pulse that beats beneath the skin of silence. Celebrate the world without fear, the voice denied for centuries. Today, silence becomes a cry. Raise your voice, open the doors and let the world hear. This can't be happening again. My head's going to burst. What happened? Who was that entity? Where did everyone go? Okay. I have bells. And there's a tomb. The tomb is sealed tight, not a whisper of air slips inside. Yet a complex opening mechanism lies within. Resembles a little musical keypad. Okay, so C, D, E, G. Okay. Okay. I'm seeing there was something in the stars there. So 2... Oh, let me do that again. So if I... 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Okay, so there's 7 keys here. And I think there was 7 there, so let me look at this again. But I think that was the same thing it said that said on the one. Isn't it? Alright, and what does 2 read? Okay, maybe I need to combine both of them. I need a pen. Can you get me a pen? And something writing. Okay, so we know C, D, E, F, G, A, B. So, in order, C, B. So, C, D, E, F, G, A, B. So, 1, it went A, C, D, A. All right, so this went, okay. So 2 went, I want to say E. E. Okay, so it went E, D, F. So E, D, F. Okay, so E, D, E, F. E, D, E, F. G, F. Okay. Let's see if this is right. Okay, so A, C, D, A, E, D, E, G, F. Okay. Okay, so that can keep going infinitely. Ooh. Well, I'm trying to, but okay. I don't know if there's a way to. Um. Maybe I type it in and then try and open the tomb. Well, what is it? Because that's. Hi, Error Mimes. How you doing? Okay. Unless I'm. Hmm. Wait, does that rotate more than once? Yeah, I've got that. I have it like written there, and that's the pattern I have. But the pattern that I have is not working. But like I tried doing one, I tried doing the other, but I tried combining them because that should be according, if I'm right, should be ACDA, but so ACDA, and like there's no way to, and then okay, says well that's okay. Maybe I have to wait. So E G E G F. I was right. I just wasn't being patient and waiting afterwards. Okay. That summer at the conservatory has paid off. What is that? Something gleams in the shadows. Okay, William, without fear or hesitation, obtains Master Key 2. The dead figure appears to be holding something else in his hands. Melody of Silence 6. Okay. We have all of the musical scores. I changed clothes as quickly as I could. Good thing I made it out in one piece. Okay, so... does this key perhaps open this? Okay. The monks are still gone. The monks are still gone. The sea is still red. Okay. Not the time for a stroll. We need to put a stop to this. Okay. Okay, it's back to being chained. I don't believe I saw anywhere else that needed a key. But it lets me go to the tower. Okay. Ah, okay. I had to forge the ultimate key. Okay. Maybe I can get through that door now. At last, this must be the key that unlocks this mysterious place. The door is open. Something tells me that behind this door lies the key to this abbey. Every step has led me here. I am ready to face my destiny. Okay. It is the very harpsichord in the painting. The instrument the abbot composed with. Hold on. Who are you? Do you not know already, writer? I inhabited every note you read, every forbidden word you longed to understand. The abbot drew you here, did he not? He drew you with his music. He sought beauty. And beauty does not always arrive in the shape one imagines. With every note he played, I answered, until the music bound us together. Us? He and I left no trace of it in his books, but his love stood so pure that silence became his punishment. So, you are Silence? That is the name they give me, and the more they tried to hush me, the louder I resounded in them. And the melody of silence was his farewell, his way of locking me away and of silencing himself. So tell me, writer, what are you going to do? The score's reacted. It has been created. Melody of Silence. Okay, the coder has been used to create Melody of Redemption. Okay, so I could essentially play a Melody of Silence or Melody of Redemption. Silence promised peace, but delivered only emptiness. I shall break this curse, and its echo will awaken the truth. Thank you, writer. At last. Finish that work, and return me where I belong. Let me be joined with the abbot again. The abbot came to understand who he truly was without fear. No name, no sin, only melody. Okay, so I liked that. And I liked that it wasn't, none of the puzzles that I had to do, like, everything made some sort of logical sense. There was a reason for me to do certain things and work out certain things. So, no, but I just rolled credits, so I need that. Okay, we've got like a little after credit scene. Well, boatman, we stand together again. In the end, the abbot and Silence rest together. I know, old friend, I know. Hard to imagine that even Silence could love. By the way, have you ever heard of the ruins of Azig? They say they stand in a land beyond maps. Something tells me there is a story waiting to be told. How long will it take us, boatman? Okay.